Hello and welcome to the Trending in My Life podcast, episode 89. This week I'm talking about juggling life, because we're always doing that all the time, even when we're not even aware of it. You know, when you're juggling your work life and your home life balance, or you're juggling working two jobs, or you're juggling trying to be everything to everybody. You know, you're a son, a daughter, you might be a father and a husband, a mother and a daughter, and there are so many different ways that you have to juggle parts of your life. And within things you have to juggle as well. Like, I work full time, but I'm also a YouTuber. So I have to balance that and juggle in between finding time to go out filming, but also allowing time to edit what I film. I don't really niche down in my channel because it's called Trending in My Life, because it's whatever happens to be important in my life at the time. So it does change, but I try and have a running theme through all my content, which is being positive and finding ways to make life easier and happier for you, for me. And my shorts vary a lot because they cover different topics. At the moment, my ASMR videos, which I put out as shorts, are doing very well, and people seem to want those. So I'm trying to put out more of those, and recording bird songs and rain when it rains. And today I was out recording some wave sounds as well. Nice sounds that feel relaxing, help your mind unwind. And at the same time, there is a whole following for the street art shorts that I do. But at the moment, as I've mentioned previously, I think the street artists are at home a lot because the weather's cold or rainy or miserable in the winter time, and there doesn't seem to be so many new pieces of street art coming out that I haven't already covered. I think my next street art short would be something like 55, which means there are lots of areas in London that I have covered multiple times and gone back to look for new pieces that I haven't filmed before, and I have to juggle that with my time, because I have to go from southeast London to often North London to record some of those, because there are parts of London that there is real focus on street art, and other parts where you see it occasionally. So I sort of make the rounds and then repeat that, going back to places that I've been to before. But I mean, quite often, just on one short, I can have travelled to 3 different parts of London just to get that street art short. At the moment, I'm letting the next one just grow sort of organically. It just happens that if I see a piece, and that can be, I can see a piece from a train and then go back to that area of London to look for it and take a photo of it. But it means it builds up one piece at a time. And recently, when I did the last street art shorts, I actually went to an area where it's focused and walked around and recorded, and then another area and walked around and recorded, so that I had enough for one short. But I can't do that repeatedly, like in the same month. So my street art shorts come out a bit at a time, and it's juggling the different areas that my shorts cover, areas of like topic areas that has me juggling things. and I have to include times of the year. 1st of March today, and on 15th of March it's Mother's Day. To make life easier for people, I try and look around the shops and stores for Mother's Day gifts, which I will then record and put into a short, so that it helps inspire them to think of something. They'll see the short and they'll see something and think, hey, that's a good idea, I'll try and get one of those. My mum would like that, and that's why I do those at certain times of year. I will do the same at Easter, because it gives people idea of things to decorate their home with, or which type of Easter egg to buy someone. So all those different topics I'm juggling. The spring flowers are starting to come out again, and the blossom on the trees, and I try and do shorts of those things, simply because they make people smile. When you've had gloomy weather or cold weather, and then people see a short and it's colourful flowers, beautiful blossoms, things like that, it just cheers people up, makes them smile, makes life a little bit more happy. So that's why I include those in my shorts as well. But yeah, my shorts are always evolving into things, because sort of by accident I'd recorded some tunnels and train tracks and stuff, not particularly looking to put them into a short, but when they started to build up, then I thought, oh, maybe I'll try one of those, and it was really well received. So I think each topic that I do shorts on has its own audience of viewers, and that sort of keeps rotating. Curious London, I love doing Curious London shorts. I never go out to film them. They happen. They just happen, and I'll be somewhere and see something and think, that's really weird. I'll put that in Curious London, and I'll take a photo of it, and then I'll just leave it in the Curious London file. And then once it gets to 12, usually about 12 photos, then I'll put them into a short. But it's amazing how different the things are, and how you can just see things that you be in a place, they'll walk down a street and think, wow, look at that, that's weird. So I love Curious London, because it's just life when you see things that are like that. But yeah, juggling all the different topics of shorts, I'm sort of aware of it when I'm out actually filming a video, and then I'll see something and think, oh yeah, I need to take that, because that will go in that one, and that will go in that one. So these folders just build up so that they're there for me to make shorts out of. I mean, anyone who's a YouTuber and also works full time will know that it is difficult fitting all the hours in. This is why I tend to put out a short each working weekday, because I just don't have time to do anything else. Although I work on my video from like Sunday evening through to Thursday evening, so that I can put it out on Friday, because Friday is just a good day for people watching videos, so I put it out then. My podcasts, I do move the days sometimes. I test it out. I used to do it always on Monday, first thing on Monday, but it never got more than 4 or 5 views. So then I switched it to Sunday mornings, and because it seems like you'll get people who are waking up late, having a lie-in and stuff like that, and will listen to podcasts on a Sunday morning. There is definitely an audience on a Monday, but because they're commuters, I think they will specifically look for one single topic that they're focused on. It might be work related, or it might be hobby related, but they will really they'll focus on a certain topic. And my podcasts do vary a lot. They are about my life, or ways to think positively about things. So I'm constantly juggling with my channel, trying to keep the content interesting, but at the same time manageable for me because I'm working. Last weekend I was sick, and it took me till Wednesday to get over that, and then I went back into work Thursday and Friday. And you would think, well, it would have been an easy week, you could have stayed at home and edited stuff, but it wasn't like that. I was fortunate enough to have a backlog that I could just put out my backlog, and the video I put out last Friday was one that was recorded back in last autumn, so I'd already got that but hadn't released it, so it was easier for me to have a week when I wasn't up to par and I could just use the footage that I've got. Quite often, if I have time off work during the year, sort of holiday time, I will be out and about filming a lot, but not necessarily editing a lot. So I don't build up a backlog very easily. Most of the time it is from the week or the week before that I've been out filming, and then I'm editing and putting it out. So juggling life. It's not easy, but we do it, and quite efficiently a lot of the time. All the mums juggling the kids and also going to work, those kind of things. Or you get people who want to be an author and they're writing in their spare time, and but they don't have a lot of spare time, and they're trying to write and create something at the same time as working full time. We juggle a lot of things, and then it's juggling your free time as well, isn't it? You might be going through things like you have to find somewhere new to live, and it's finding the time to actually look online and then view things and then arrange finances and stuff like that. And it's juggling that between actually getting some sleep and and your job and everything else. It's quite a balancing act we do with our lives, trying to fit everything in. And it might be trying to balance visiting all different relatives, if you have a lot of relatives that you try and look in on. And that's another way we juggle things. So if you're juggling a million things in your life, I hope you are managing not to let it overwhelm you, and just take a deep breath and a moment for yourself so that you can feel less stressed. If you like this podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. Bye for now.